Alright guys, welcome back to Craftaway. My name is Sunfire and we are back at the spawn town location at the moment. And as you can see, there's been some developments. Now the farm has been covered over, which I actually really like. Having that elevation kind of gives a bit more depth to the landscape. I really like the river sort of valley that's been created here. I don't know actually if the farm is still here, if it's like still here in its entirety. Yes it is. Oops. Right, I need some more dirt. I'm sure this one... Oh, no. Okay. We're off to a cracking start. Oh. Ah, okay, so it's all going to be covered over eventually, I think, is the plan. I'll just pretend that I wasn't here. There we go. No one will know. But the reason I'm back here is we are actually going to be tearing down the baby bottle because we're finally going to be building a proper windmill on this server, and we're going to take a bit of a lesson in how not to do it by not building this again. And I'll show you the location that we will be building the new... Oh, another skeleton horse. I'm surprised Frontline hasn't snatched that up. In fact, can I take that over to his place, maybe? It doesn't want to behave at all. Come on. Seriously, these horses in this version are horrendous. Come on. You don't wear a saddle, so I know that you should just be obeying me. Go this way, please. There we go. Seems to be working now. Now, where did he have his little thing? Down here, I think. Right, so let's just pop the skeleton horse away and we'll get to tearing down the... Oh, I was going to show you the location, wasn't I? Now this is going to be tricky. Ow. No, that's not going to work, is it? Get back in there. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm going to close that before we get any more coming out. There we go. Right, you. Come on. Behave. Okay. No, get back in. Get back in. There we go. Right, there you go, Frontline. You've got an extra skeleton horse. You're welcome. Right, I wonder if you use command to get grass to grow back more quickly. I don't know. It is a problem on this server that grass grows incredibly slowly, sheep eat it ridiculously quickly, and I'm guessing there was a creeper explosion there. Let's just move our way up a bit just in case there's any nasties around. It is an issue, Klautos, but I'm not sure if anything can be done about it. I imagine you would be able to do something, actually. That's the only issue, that's the only fix I can think, but I don't know if that's available as something you can do in Bedrock Edition. Yeah, Klautos needs a ton of black wool, and we're breeding up sheep. We've got the sheep there. But obviously the wool doesn't grow back unless they're eating grass, and if they've eaten all the grass already, which quite often they have, then it just doesn't grow back, and it's a bit of a pain. But ooh, I haven't got my good pickaxe. Oh well, most of the cobblestone's downstairs, so it should be okay. Worst case scenario, I'll just make some iron picks or something. But yeah, we'll tear this down and I'll show you the future location of the windmill after that. I was going to show you before, but I forgot. So we're just going to crack on with this now. Oh, see you in a bit. Well, this is episode 13 and it's definitely feeling like an unlucky episode. It's taken a long time to pull this down. I didn't realise how much wood had gone into this. So we've brought out the big guns, we've got our repaired Diamond X, we've got our shulker boxes, We've got some snowballs too, just for throwing at Klautos whenever he's about. I don't know where he is at the moment. Is he off in the sheep farm that he's got over there, probably? Now, if that hits him, that's a hell of a shot. Was that him over there? No, there's no way I'll be able to hit it anyway. Worth a shot, worth a try. Anyway, yeah. So, we've only got the roof and one layer down, so it might take a while. Bear with us. You will get to see the upcoming location of the windmill, and I'd like to make a start to it this episode, but we'll see. I mean, if I'm feeling adventurous, we may even just try and power through and get it done in the form of a time-lapse, but we'll see how we go. And there we go, it's down, kind of. We've got a bit of dirt to fill in, and I'm just putting this on screen just to frustrate Munchies, because he hates when your inventory is messy and full, and look at mine. It's just a mess. Look at this mess that I've made. So we're waiting for that to despawn so we can then go ahead and... that's interesting. Oh, that's the farm, isn't it? Well, at least it's lit up. I know nothing's going to spawn there. I've got some coarse dirt, but that's not really what I want. Yeah, we're just going to hide away for a bit. Let that... Actually, while we're waiting for that to despawn, let's go and check out the location for the future build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build like a house or some sort of manor there, just to enhance the township that we've got. Obviously, we had a couple of towers here already. I didn't really like my tower, and I didn't really see the need for it to continue being there. So when Bully discussed, you know, the town's image and what we want to build here, I was more than happy to move my tower, rebuild it as a windmill as I'd originally planned, and then build something that's more in fitting with the theme that's been going on throughout this township that we're building. And here, just over here, I think, yeah, there it is the future side of our windmill. So we're probably going to raise this up a little bit. We might even have the windmill on top of a little cobblestone base. And then over this way, it's all going to be flowing farms. Now, is that a light source under there? It is. Okay, so that's something I've got to work around, which isn't a problem. It's just cool. So obviously anywhere that's got the... I'm guessing an Enderman's been there, maybe? Anywhere that's got these, but it's already lit up. So if I can potentially build the circle within this parameter here, the base of it, then we can have the windmill coming up and the farm spreading out all over the place, down by the path here, around. Or we could potentially move the windmill a bit further back, maybe up here, and then have a sort of terraced farm that comes down towards the river valley. I'm leaning towards that, to be honest. Have the tower around here somewhere. Have the windmill here. Yeah, that could work. I think this entire town here is getting revamped as well, or at least destroyed. I'm not really sure. The villager breeder, we had a bit of an issue with that. I came past her one night, and obviously there'd been a thunderstorm. Oh boy. Oh, I love Bedrock issues sometimes. What on earth is going on here? But anyway, I'd walked past the farm, and all I heard was witches. And what had happened is lightning had struck, and because this didn't have a roof at the time, all that had happened was every single villager in here had turned into witches, and obviously they'd attacked the iron golems. In doing so meant the witches had hit themselves and other witches with potions, so basically every single witch was trying to kill every other witch. And yeah, this place was a mess. Ooh, I like that. That's new. Now that is... that's to the zombie spawner. This is pretty. I like this. Anyway, so that's the site of our windmill. And let's head back, and hopefully those items have despawned. I can put down my chests again without my inventory getting absolutely spammed, and fill that back up with dirt. And maybe start on that other house today as well. We'll see how we go. Time's a bit of a constraint tonight. I'm going to be doing a bit more recording for this episode tomorrow. But at the moment... Oh, they've not despawned. I guess I was out of the range of it. I guess we'll have to hang around here a little bit longer. Now, luckily there's no mobs. Everything's lit up quite nicely at the moment. So what we might do is just hang about here and get rid of that. The reason I'm hanging about as well is I want that hopper back, and I don't want my inventory completely full of eggs. Because the egg farm here has obviously been running for a long period of time. There's my dirt chest. That was a stupid move. I'll have to get my shovel next and fix that path up, because... Oh, of course. Right, let's glitter some more, never mind. Now I'll fix that glass. I'll fix that grass block very short. My English is horrendous today. I'm assuming it's because it's pretty late. I didn't get much sleep last night because it's too hot. So yeah, excuse me for the bizarre conversation this episode. It's I'm running on caffeine and fumes at this point, so yeah, bear with me. What is with all these skeleton horses? They are everywhere. Now, can I go to sleep, please? Can I jump on the bed? I can't... Oh, that classes as a monster, does it? What if he found all the signs? Anyway, back to it. Has everything gone? Looks like it. No, never mind. I'll be back soon. Alright, welcome back. So we're going to do... Hello, Klautos. I've got a bit of an audience for this. I can't build under pressure. We're going to be doing a bit of a medieval build here in the old location to make a bit of a... I don't know what you'd call it, really. A house, probably. I'm not really sure how to go about this build, so we're going to have to kind of wing it a little bit. And just kind of build as we go. I'm not entirely the best builder on camera, so you're just going to have to deal with that, I'm afraid, guys. There's going to be a couple of cuts as we sort of play around with it a little bit and just adjust what we're building here. Now, let's get these in and we'll start working on the walls, which I think we're going to do a bit of texture variation as we go along. I'm probably going to have to go and get some more resources, but I'm not too worried about that. We've got some steps, we've got stone, a bit more cobblestone. We've not actually got that much in the way of resources, so let's see. I kind of want to set this back a little bit. And we're going to have cobblestone stairs there. So we'll get some of those out as well. And we're going to have torches on these. They're going to be our little sort of... What would you call it? Sconces? For the... Yeah, torch sconces. I think that is a word. I think that is a word that is correct. Not entirely sure. But the idea is, if I would get rid of that, because that doesn't need to be there, so it's just going to be a small little manor. It's not going to be anything too flash. I just kind of want to have it feeling a bit more, I don't know, medieval. Because I do like my medieval builds, and I just feel like what I built with the tower just didn't quite live up to the expectations that I have for my own builds. Yeah, I'm liking the look at that so far. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start filling in these, start putting in some windows and some texture variation, and then we'll cut back as we move to the second floor. The second floor I'm probably going to have pop out a little bit, and I think that's kind of similar to what Bully's done with his here, so we have a quick look before I cut. Yeah, as you can see, he's sort of stepped his build out a little bit from these corner posts, and we're going to do the same with ours, although I don't think we're going to be using the white concrete, because I need every scrap of white concrete for my own builds. But what we might do is we might make it out of a darker wood. I do have a lot of dark oak. Maybe I'll go back and get some dark oak. Now, this will be interesting, guys. Now, Klautos is very kindly offering to record a bit of a third-person time-lapse for us, which shall be very interesting. Hopefully I get it done in time. So it's got about an hour. I think I'll hopefully have it done by then, but it's I don't know. It's always a bit of a mission. So we'll see how we go. And we're back. So, hello. It appears some market stalls have popped up, and this skeleton appears to want to do business. I will trade you. There we go. So yeah, we've got some market stalls that have popped up around. I think Bully might have built those. I think that's what's happening. So this is going to be a bit of a market district. We've got the farms here as well. We've got a couple of houses. Our house has come out really nice. I'm quite happy with how that came out, considering it was a bit of an on-the-fly type of building. Like, I had no set plan of what I wanted to build or how I wanted to build, but I'm happy with how it's come out. You know, it fits the theme of the town now. Now, these stores are going to be temporary sort of shops. So if we've got a bit of an extra item to sell, for example, here we've got mending books, 3 diamonds each. I might have to buy some of these because I do need a lot of more mending books. Ooh, somebody's already been here and bought some. I'm going to have to get some diamonds and grab a couple of those because as much as Bully has the mending villager, and I've got a mending villager too. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Right, I guess we'll get some resources and fix that up. But anyway, that's all the time we've got for this episode. Remember, if you liked the video, please leave a like. It really helps me out. Comment if you do want to chat with me. I'm always happy to talk to you guys. I don't think there's been a comment I've not replied to because I just really love hearing from you guys. And finally, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, please. It's been a really interesting week. We're now up to 50 subscribers, which is awesome news. I'm really happy with that. I'm not sure if I want to do a celebration or like a special episode for that because, I don't know, your subscriber count tends to fluctuate a little bit. So we'll have to wait and see if it stays at 50. But yeah, I mean, if you do want to see something special, whether it's a Q&A or a bit of a live stream, if I can get that working, or just, you know, an interesting, fun build, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. So for now, we'll see you next time. Bye.